Started out in a small town in the southern tier of New York State, worked his butt off in the restaurant industry for 13 years, and now flapping his gums off in the podcast world. Please welcome your host, Chef Michael Palmer.
Hey, welcome to the show. This is Chef Mike Palmer on your Monday edition, which is pretty cool. Right, baby?
Right.
Sorry we didn't show up on Friday. We had a little break from all the episodes. We needed to take a break. Right?
Right.
It's one of those things, if you get burned out, you don't want to come back to it. But for us, if we get burned out, we'll just take a day off. Right?
Right.
With that said, I will post the brand new news on the website and all the brand new food recalls by the end of working day on Monday or Tuesday. Okay? With that said, we had a bunch of recalls all last week, a bunch of news all last week. I know I didn't get to it because I took the week off because I needed to, because we have some good news for every one of y'all.
What?
Coming up very shortly, we have a radio station that is about to go on the air.
Right.
And what we're going to be doing on it, we're going to be talking about food. Can you smell what we are cooking?
Yeah.
If you wonder where I got that line from, it's from the WWE Network. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? You remember all that?
Oh, yeah.
But can you smell what we are cooking coming up soon? Mainly, it's going to be on, oh heck, I forgot what the heck it's called. I'll let you know, but on Wednesday, about 3 p.m., we're looking at 3 p.m. right now, we will be launching the brand new radio station. Maybe. My wife is looking at me so strange over here. We're gonna play a little bit of limited music, like top hits, country, western, western swing, going back to the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 30s, 40s. Limited music, but mainly it's going to be talk radio, talking about all kind of food and food safety and what have you. Like I said, this is going to be a very short, few second broadcast, because here in a couple of days I'm supposed to be starting a brand new job somewhere, so I want to get a little bit of rest in. But I'm also going to still working with y'all here at Culinary Post. With that said, everybody heard about the news about a 74-year-old guy that got terminated for serving a homeless guy with diabetes a corn muffin at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel has a policy out there, along with other restaurants around the nation, that we cannot give away free food. I can see why on both sides, why he did it and why the restaurant fired him. If you don't ask your manager for permission, even though it's a medical emergency, that manager has to know if that person has a medical emergency or not. Since the homeless guy had a diabetes problem and his blood sugar was low, all the waiter had to do is go talk to the manager and get the okay. That's all. That job will be saved. So before you give away free food, make sure you let the manager know first, because food count is very, very important. And if you want, adequate pay and everything, and if you still want your job, you better do the right thing. That's it. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what military status you have. Just do the right thing. That's all we asked for, okay? Even though Cracker Barrel might hire the guy back, since now they know the guy had a diabetic problem going on with medical emergency, that 74-year-old male that is a veteran might get hired back, but we don't know. Cracker Barrel has failed to give a response, which is not a good thing. Bad PR, right?
Right.
That's it for the news segment. Like I said, you have more news than any other website around the United States of America, around this nation, whatever. But with that said, make sure you go visit my sponsor, wheniwork.com. Very easy, self-explanatory scheduling software for your business. It's free for 30 days. You can have unlimited employees for 30 days, but after 30 days, it's going to cut you back to 5 employees. The reason why they want you to buy the software. It sends text reminders to your employees, it emails them, their schedule, the whole 9 yards. So check it out. That's wheniwork.com. I know we use it. We love it. Right?
Right.
What's sad? We only have about 12 employees. And hopefully we'll get more eventually. Oh well. Hopefully, right?
Maybe.
Baby.
Right, maybe.
With that said, here's something that I done a couple of weeks ago, asking for some assistance in production equipment for our new TV station that we want to launch. It involves a TriCaster and some other stuff, so pay attention to this very short clip, almost 3 minutes long. Here we go. Check this out. And you get educated too. Here we go. Hi, my name is Chef Mike Palmer. You might know me as your host of the Culinary Post, plus your chief editor over at the Culinarypost.info. What we are planning to do is we want to go professional on live stream and on YouTube. With that said, guys, we need your help. We are a non-profit organization, and anything that we make goes directly to charity. If you donate money, it goes to charity. But with that said, we need equipment. Yes, I said it right. We need equipment to do what we do professional. We want to get in the TriCaster world, video cameras, and everything else. So with that said, I'm going to give you a very brief slide presentation right now. You need a TriCaster in order to make things happen for you with the 2 monitors and with the keyboard down there. We just want to make us look very professional for you guys so we can get more sponsors and donations. So with that said, the TriCaster also does the social media stuff for us and everything else. So we do need a TriCaster. Now on the web you can search for the TriCaster Studio, which is least expensive. But of course we need the 2 monitors with the keyboard down here in order to work the TriCaster. With that said, we need 4 cameras with tripods. Again, 4 cameras with tripods. To make this look professional. Also, we need a teleprompter with tripod. We just want to provide you the right information during the broadcast. If you want to hear us during the broadcast, we need a soundboard, or some people call it a sound mixer. We need at least a 6 to 7 channel soundboard or sound mixer. Also, we need tie mics. We need at least 4 of those. Alrighty, that's all we need at this given time. So with all that said, we definitely need your help and your support to become a sponsor or be a partnership with us, or just donate equipment. Please email us at chefmikepalmer@gmail.com, or email my awesome wife, my co-host for the show, chefmorganpalmer@gmail.com. We definitely need the equipment to broadcast professional for you, and since we want to go, eventually out in the airwaves, we definitely need your help. Please consider it, and we want to thank you in advance as much as you can donate. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time on the Culinary Post podcast. Okay, you heard that announcement. Plain and simple, we need your help. If you can't donate the equipment, donate the money. We got PayPal on the website, Culinarypost.info. With that said, you notice on my Twitter, we've been talking a little bit about chemistry. Yeah, I said the long word, chemistry. Everywhere that you go, the vehicle you drive, going to work, or anything that you do, it involves chemistry. Right, babe?
Right.
Talking about gas and everything else. Here starting this week, practically this week, we're going to be talking about a little bit about chemistry, which is going to be an interesting subject because what happens in the kitchen mainly stays in the kitchen. We're talking about the gas that we cook your food on the gas stove, right, babe?
Right.
That creates heat, so that's chemistry. Let's see what else we got. You won't know until the Friday's podcast. So I'm leaving it up to y'all to come back on Friday to listen to the podcast because it's going to get interesting. So I have a couple of questions for you guys before I head off until Friday. What are the 2 positive results of regulating food? Would you eat regulated food? Why or why not? With that said, we're going to open up the phone lines all throughout the week. You can give us a call at 712-432-1212. Again, 712-432-1212. And the meeting ID is 502-742-635. Again, 502-742-635. Make sure you listen to the voice prompts. If I'm not at the studio, at the time when you call, make sure you keep on trying because somebody might be around to answer your phone call or not. So make sure you pay attention on Twitter because I will announce when I'm by the phone, and that's when you can call. Also, we'll be taking your calls on that matter about Cracker Barrel versus that 74-year-old male. I want to hear your opinions on that matter. That's kind of, the hot topic on the news right now. Again, the phone number is 712-432-1212, and the meeting ID is 502-742-635. We just want to hear what you have to say on that one termination of the 74-year-old veteran that got fired at Cracker Barrel. Make sure you state the facts before calling. I don't want to call you on the carpet right there on the air because your call will be heard on the Friday broadcast. Just to let you know, if you want to post a status update on Twitter or Facebook, you're welcome to. Remember, follow me at Chef Mike PAL. And Facebook, that's CAEC Post. Pretty much, you just go on the website. Shortcuts on the website, it'll take you everywhere. Again, the radio station is launching on the 2nd at 3 p.m. And the forum, ladies and gentlemen, will be launching on the 1st at 3 p.m. So remember, 1st and the 2nd. Okay, the 1st is the forum, the 2nd is the radio station, both at 3 p.m. Going to be busy this week. I know that for sure. We have our moderators already lined up to work. Like non-stop moderating what they moderate. So, with that said, I hope y'all have a great week. Even though this is the Monday broadcast, I know Mondays can be rough on the highways and interstates and the roads and everywhere. Take your time going to work, drive safe, Get off your phones while you're driving. Think safe. Okay, think about the other people around you. Get off your phones. Stay off your phones. Unless your hands free. Okay. I'm totally against texting and driving at the same time. Everybody knows that on my personal Facebook. Even though it might be something very important, don't risk your life or other people's lives around you. It's not worth it. Alrighty, with that said, I have about maybe 5 minutes left. DollarShave.com, one of our favorite sponsors here. Not because of their shave time, shave money. That's kind of funny too. But those working in the restaurant industry, y'all might want to take a look at Dollar Shave Club. Cheap razors. But what's interesting is the same razors that you get at the store, but it's dirt cheap, under $10. They deliver them right to your front door, right, babe?
Right.
You can shave your little whiskers or whatever, and it's very cheap. Again, that's DollarShave.com. Shave time, shave money. And soon you'll be hearing that commercial like on our radio station for sure, along with wheniwork.com and the dog holiday sauces. Yeah, and some other sponsors we have like Amazon.com. Soon, I hope, if I think about it. If I have time, I'll look into it. Right, babe? Well, we used to use Amazon.com back in the day when we got started with the farm, until they say, well, you need more into it, then they suspend our account. So we're going back to Amazon soon and show them what we've done with the website and see if they allow us to be, with their team. Well, be affiliate with them, in other words. Right?
Right.
She's looking at me like I'm crazy. What?
Oh.
Food for thought. I'm going to end this broadcast for today. We're going to go in more detail about the chemistry on Friday. Food-related illnesses cost Americans billions of dollars each year in medical bills and lost wages. That's a lot of money. That's why us restaurant owners, managers, and chefs need to watch what we do in the kitchen. You better check your temperatures at least 4 times a day. Very important. If you can't do it, then close up your shop. You're feeding your guests, and they don't want to get sick. So do what's best for business and check. Put yourself in check and check those temperatures. And make sure your food is cooked all the way. Unless your guests say something much different. We love eating our meatloaf here at our place, and we like our meatloaf medium well. Because we love the juice in the meatloaf. Right, babe?
Right.
The juicy meatloaf is very delicious. We don't like burnt food. With that said, again, check your temperatures. It's actually required by law that you do that. I'm going to be talking more into that again coming up soon on these podcasts and also on the radio. And by the way, more about the radio. I don't know how we're going to do the podcast and live radio at the same time. I'm still...
We'll do it.
Yeah, we're thinking about it because we do our podcast late at night, very late at night. Right?
Right.
Like sometimes 2 in the morning we do podcasts like 2 in the morning sometimes. So, like, we're thinking about the news, of course. That's very important to get out. I don't know how we're going to do it. Because we do have a baby in the house. We have to do things between certain times, either when she's asleep or awake. The problem is we don't know what time is her nap time until she starts rubbing her eyes.
Afternoon. Well, true, but always in the afternoon.
But we have to keep the time at a steady time. Like, if we're going to do it at 5 o'clock, we better be ready to do it at 5 o'clock, like the news. But we don't know what time. We're just doing this for a test run. We're going to do it when she's taking a nap or if she's quiet, right?
Right.
If she's grappy that day, we're going to figure out how we're going to do that. We're going to think of several ways to do things, and we're still going to do our podcast for you to download and listen to it on the way to work or at the office, whatever you do. Maybe jog on the trail or walk on the trail, whatever, or ride a bike like I do. Well, it's funny, I listen to my podcast while I ride a bike.
Right, you do.
Sometimes I sleep. What's funny, we have a YouTube channel, and usually I listen to myself on the YouTube channel and sleep. Good educational stuff on YouTube, right, babe?
Right.
If you won't find it on the podcast, maybe you'll find it on the YouTube, which lately I haven't done a thing on YouTube, so I need to do a few things on YouTube for you guys. Remember, everything is absolutely for free. We don't charge for nothing. But lately I've been thinking about some of our website needs to have a subscription, paid subscription, where you pay us to review the material. We're thinking about that, but right now we're going to keep it at free.
Right.
Alrighty. With that said, we are going to head off in the sunset, like what Steve Austin at VSR says. He loves to ride out in the sunset. Good old country redneck right there. Love the guy. Hall of Fame WWE star, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Good guy, right?
Right.
Love that guy. Check him out on his Twitter, Steve Austin VSR. Make sure you mention us because we want to interview that son of a gun, right?
Right.
The more you mention us to the WWE superstars like Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, good old JR, Michael Cole, JBL, they have their own shows going, and some others. Make sure you mention our names. Culinary Post. We're trying to get interviews lined out with them, but it seems like WWE don't want to work with us, so, they're thinking about, tens of millions of fans listening. But really, if you get a superstar or a celebrity on a show, that will boost ratings, right?
Right.
I don't know why they don't think about that, but I'm not going to go there tonight. But with that said, we are going to head off. We're going to go to bed 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. By the time you get this podcast at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm still going to be asleep. Good night, or have a great day. See you on Friday. I think Friday is the next podcast. Oh, wait a minute. You're going to be hearing this live on the radio. So see y'all on Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Culinary Post radio station. Oh, trust me, we're going to go on the air at 3 p.m. We're going to be having a blast. I don't know how we're going to start it off. You just have to wait and see. Then on Friday is the podcast. So Tuesday is the forum. No, we're doing Tuesday's podcast.
Oh.
Because tonight on Monday Night Raw, we want to concentrate on what happened at the Money in the Bank. Because a lot of great stuff happened on the Money in the Bank. And congratulations, Usos. Y'all still the tag team champions, even though y'all got y'all's butt kicked.
Oh, yeah. And you said John Cena won, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, those you that don't know that John Cena did kick Candy Rears, and he is the new champ for now. And those you don't know, Daniel Bryan showed up at Money in the Bank to cause a ruckus. So we won't find that out until we watch Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah, I want to know what he said.
And I'm going to do a little short advertisement for WWE. Make sure you go on their network, buy their network, $9.99 a month. Let's just say, go ahead and say $10 a month.
But it's $9.99 a month.
Yeah, $9.99 a month. Get that network. Get signed up. Great things on there. They don't have all the Attitude Era on there yet, but they have some. Kind of disappointed, but it is what it is.
Depends when they put it on there.
And you can catch Legend House. We're hooked on Legend House, big time over here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. With that said, I'm heading off to the BED. And those who don't know what BED means, learn how to spell it because that means it's bedtime.
Baby.
And while y'all people go on to work, y'all have a great day. See y'all on Wednesday. Remember the forum opening on Tuesday, the radio opening on Wednesday, both at 3 p.m. Then again, the podcast is on Friday for y'all to download. So, at what time?
At 8 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, we hear Chloe, and we're going to go to bed. So, good night, or... Yeah, we're going to go check on her, and we're going to go to bed for y'all. I know y'all going to start y'all's day. Y'all have a great week. See y'all Wednesday on the Culinary Post.